Hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Just wanted to do another training video here and really talk about autoresponders and how that fits into your marketing and how it fits into your system, because you're going to market online. You definitely 100% need to leverage a good autoresponder, guys. Okay. There's a couple out there. There's Aweber, there's GetResponse. I personally used GetResponse in the past. I've used Aweber in the past. I currently use Aweber now. And without an autoresponder, it's going to be very hard for you to build a successful business online. You're just gonna let too many contacts, leads, sales, signups fall through the cracks without having a good autoresponder. So essentially what an autoresponder is, if you're brand new to marketing, is it's an email service. When people go on your lead capture page, right? Because you should be driving traffic to your lead capture page. Once they get on your lead capture page, there should be a field somewhere where they can essentially put their name and email. Okay. And in exchange for their name and email, you're giving them information. You might you might have a lead magnet, a PDF or an ebook or a video or something like that. But for the most part, they're putting their name and email in your site, in your lead capture page, so they can have access to the information. They can go onto the sales page. Now, we're not going to go into the sales page in this video, but real quick, not to go off on a tangent, if you have a good sales page, it should do majority of the heavy lifting. You should have good copy videos there that'll do most of the selling and explaining for you. So if they get through the sales page, a lot of times you will have signups that don't even reach out. And if they do, they might have, minimal questions, because again, sales video, the sales page did most of the heavy lifting. But again, I don't want to get ahead of myself. We'll talk about that on another video. Essentially, the name of the game here is to capture their name and email so that you can get them on your email list, right? AKA your autoresponder. Okay. So let's talk about 3 reasons. This is going to be like the 30,000 foot view. We're not going to go into super duper advanced details here, but I just want to give you concept wise why you should use an autoresponder. Okay. So let me see here. So it says here, the money is in the list, right? That's something that is a term that you'll hear a lot of people say. When I first got online, that's something that everybody was saying. And it's true. It's proven to be true that the money is in the list. The name of the game in online marketing, internet marketing, attraction marketing, if you're online, period, affiliate marketing, is to build your list. Okay. So why do you want to leverage an autoresponder? Number one is to capture leads and build your list, right? Because almost never, or you're never going to get, I don't want to say never, it's generalizing too much, but 99% of the time, you're not going to have someone visit your site or visit your offer and purchase on the first exposure. Okay. It just doesn't happen. They might be interested. They might be looking for what you're offering, but a lot of times they'll look and say, oh, okay, this sounds interesting. They might even spend some time, a couple of minutes on your page, then they'll get off, right? And they're looking at another page, another video. People have short attention spans. They're onto something else. If you don't have a way to capture their email and put them on your list, you're not going to be able to give them that second exposure, third exposure, fourth exposure, et cetera, et cetera. It usually takes 7, 8, 9 exposures, okay, to your offer, to your deal, to your opportunity, whatever, to your product, for them to say, okay, you know what, this makes sense. I'm buying, right? They pull out their credit card and they're joining, they're buying, whatever, right? It never happens on your first exposure. It always happens on your 7th, 8th, 9th. It takes a couple of exposures, right? And that's normal. Even in offline marketing and offline sales, you have to drip on people a little bit. You got to follow up with people because they're not going to just buy on the first time, right? Or if they do, it's very rare. Okay. So using an autoresponder enables you to build your list. You capture leads and you're able to build your list so that number 2, you can automate the follow-up, right? See, it's one thing if you follow up, but like if you've ever been in traditional offline sales and you have a list of people to follow up with, or maybe you have a client or or a prospect or a customer that you need to follow up with, you might make that phone call, right? And I'm kind of dating myself, right? This is what we did back in the day, right? Back in the mid 90s when I got into, the insurance business, financial services, network marketing, we had to pick up the phone and call people one by one. And I would have to set up, maybe like an hour, 2 hours a day, just making follow-up calls, right? Making follow-up calls, following up on appointments, following up on clients, following up on prospects. Are you coming to the meeting? Right? So you're following up with people. When you have an autoresponder, you automate that whole process, right? Because they get on your list and you might have, 10 people, 50 people, 100 people on your list. There's going to come a point in time where you have 5,000 and 10,000 people on your list, maybe, right? How can you follow up with all those people one by one? It's impossible, right? Because you have other things that you need to get done during your day, right? You have a life. Guess what? You have a list and you're leveraging an autoresponder. You can make one email, type out one email, send it out to your entire list. And guess what? You're automating that. You're contacting everybody and you're driving them to a video, back to your sales page, back to your offer. Maybe you're inviting them to a Zoom webinar or something like that, right? Even better than that, right? The ability to follow up with a lot of people all at once. Even better than that is you can automate this by setting up a series of emails that go out. Like when somebody submits their information, their email, name and email on your lead capture page, you might have 10, 15 emails that will come out and they get sent out maybe every other day, right? Whatever interval you set. And so you're not sending these 15 emails, manually. You have it set up in your autoresponder. Somebody joins your list. Guess what? That series of emails get spit out over a course of time. So you're not even manually having to do the 7, 8, 9 exposures, whatever the case might be. You have this automated email series that comes out, and it just makes your life easy, right? It just creates a ton of leverage in your life. Also, with the follow-up, the automating of the follow-up, you're building relationships, right? Maybe you're giving them value, you're providing value, you're sending them back to a video, a blog post, you're inviting them to connect with you on social media, et cetera, et cetera. So, but again, because people don't join or buy from people they don't know, they got to like you and trust you, right? So over the course of that email series, you're following up with them, but you're also providing value. You're also building a relationship. By the time they get to your 7th, 8th, 9th email, 10th email, they're ready to join and they feel like they know you. I've had people call me or get a hold of me and say, hey man, I feel like I know you, right? And it's the first time I'm talking to them because why? Because they've gone through a bunch of emails from me, right? They've connected me on social media. I've given them value, right? I've sent them back to a video. I've sent my blog post, whatever. And over the course of time, it builds like this cold market and it makes a cold market into a very warm market, right? And is not what you want. Number 3, and the last thing I'll cover here, and I kind of piggybacked on this already, is you automate the sales process, right? As you're driving people through your automated follow-up series back to the sales page, which the sales page is kind of doing all the heavy lifting for you, right? It's explaining for you, it's presenting for you. You're not presenting. You're not, personally presenting. You have a video. Now, it might be a video of you who did a presentation, or it might be a video of someone else, but they're getting this automated process done. It's doing all the heavy lifting for you. And at some point, right, when you've built relationships and you've kind of cultivated that list a little bit and you have a big enough list, you're in a position where you can now make money on demand. You can essentially send an email out to your list and you have a list of hungry buyers that know you, like you, trust you. Because if they don't like you, know you, and trust you, they'll unsubscribe. The fact that they're subscribed and they stay on your list, they know you, like you, and trust you. They want to get your info. They want to get your emails. They want to get whatever it is that you're talking about. And they buy. You make money on demand whenever you have a new opportunity, a new product, a new affiliate opportunity, whatever the case might be. You can now send one email to that list and sales roll in. And isn't that what you want? Isn't that the laptop lifestyle that we all want, right? So hopefully this provided value for you. Again, if you want to check out the system that I'm using to leverage, the to leverage my marketing, getting the tools that I use to do all this stuff and actually put into application everything I'm showing you, check out the link down below, or you can go to workwithjamie.com. Feel free to reach out. Hopefully this gave you some type of value. And again, if you want more content like this, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.